He's one of the most exciting high school prospects we've ever seen on and off the court. When he's on the court, he's one of the best players in the country, and when he's off the court, he's making big moves as well. Recently, he's been working and teamed up with Drake in a worldwide brand known as Bape. And for all you haters out there, I hate to inform you that this kid is only in 10th grade. So yeah, he's just getting started and things are only going to get better from here on out. And what just happened to Mikey Williams is arguably the best thing that could have ever happened. Or is it? Basketball season is coming up and I cannot stress it enough. I am so excited because we're going to be all over it and covering a lot of high school basketball stuff. We've had a little dry spell here. There's not too much content and stuff to talk about, but once the season starts, you already know this channel, we're going to take off. We don't miss anything on this channel. I cover everything I can, and I say we because you guys help me a lot because you tell me what to cover and talk about on my Instagram DMs. Anytime there's big news, you guys always keep me up to date, whether that's on Twitter or Instagram, so if you want to go follow those, I'll link them down below. So if you like high school basketball and just videos like this, what are you doing? Join the family, hit that subscribe button, and leave a like for more. And without further ado, let's waste no time and dive straight into it. Mikey's been the man lately. I gotta give it to him. He's been balling not only on the court, but off the court. When you're working one of the GOATs in the rap industry known as Drake, and you're also working with a really good name brand clothing, you're doing something special. And I don't know, maybe I'm gassing it up and you're sitting there thinking, yo, it's not that crazy. But the crazy part to me is that he's only 16. Not only is he 16, but he's only in 10th grade. Let me just put that in perspective. There's not too many 10th graders out there that can say they have over 2.5 million followers on Instagram. Also, there's not too many 10th graders that can say they're working with Bape and Drake. However you want to look at it, whether you like him or not, I think we can all agree it's pretty impressive. Today though, I'm not here to talk about all of that. I'm here to talk about a decision and what recently happened that was probably the best thing to ever happen to Mikey Williams, and it's going to help him and benefit him in the future. If you don't live under a rock, you already know that Mikey started out playing his high school basketball in California. He played for San Ysidro, averaged 30 points per game as a freshman, and he was getting all the attention and clout in the world. But however, right when things were looking great for him, he decided to move all the way over to North Carolina. And there was a lot, and I mean a lot of speculation as to why he decided to make this move. For example, he had a girlfriend over there, was people recruiting him and paying him, or was there a different reason? He wound up stating publicly that he decided to go there because he's actually from there, and a lot of people don't even know that. And by me saying he's from there, he grew up playing basketball there, so that's what I mean. That doesn't really matter though. However you want to look at it or say it, he's there, so we gotta move forward. Me personally though, when this happened, I thought it was an outstanding move. And there's many reasons, so let me name a quick few. Reason number one, with him being in California, he's been getting all the hype in the world. And if you kind of keep up with Mikey, you already know that he's a guy who feeds into the hype and kind of hypes himself up. I'm not going to call him cocky because I really don't think he is, but he just starts to let it get to his head and gets a slight ego. Having an ego isn't even bad because you gotta have one if you want to be a top dog. On the flip side, with him moving to North Carolina, it's not going to be the same thing. There's not going to be cameras everywhere he goes following him around. There's not going to be a lot of media attention and so many more things. He's even stated this, and I couldn't say it any better, he can really just lay low in North Carolina. With that being said, let's head into reason number two. In California, he was doing a lot of stuff off the court that wasn't really benefiting his basketball game. Nothing bad, but there was just too many off the court distractions for him. He was hanging out with a lot of other popular people that I feel like wouldn't even be talking to him if he wasn't a basketball star. And it's California. I don't have to say too much more because there's so many off the court distractions and he could easily go down that wrong path. In North Carolina though, like he says, he has family, so they can kind of guide him in that right direction. And it's North Carolina. There's not that much to do, so there's going to be no off the court distractions. With him moving, I feel like he can work on his game a lot more, and I'm not saying he wouldn't in California, but like I said, it's just distractions there. And that's my opinion on the situation, and that's how I felt about it right after he made the move, but he recently tweeted out something and it had me thinking. This is what he said on Twitter roughly 7 days ago. Moving to North Carolina might have been the best thing for me mentally. I can lay low out here and be out the way. I love it. I know what you're sitting there thinking, yo Matt, that's a tweet. It's not that big of a deal, but it's bigger than you think. All you hear from people everywhere is they either want to go to New York or California. You don't hear a lot of situations where people leave California, which is arguably one of the best places to live in the world, and go to a small state like North Carolina, for example, and say they like it better there. I know in the tweet he didn't say word for word that he likes it better, but we can kind of infer that. And even if he doesn't like it better, that's not even what the main point of this video is. We're talking about what's best for him. And that's what Mikey said. What's best for him mentally is going to North Carolina. It doesn't just stop there, guys. Words are strong and you gotta pay attention to them. That tweet really had me thinking, and he's absolutely 100% right, so let's dive into it. I hope you're not thinking I'm about to dissect this tweet, because I'm not. We're only diving into one main part of it. And that's the part where he said it might be best for me mentally. I understand Mikey has a lot of fans, but he also has a lot of haters. A lot of people think he's cocky, but I really don't, and if you think about it, he's not cocky. I really feel like he's understood, and he's just a really confident basketball player. He has fun on the court, and he shows it, and people just hate that for some reason. Off the court, he doesn't even talk about basketball unless he's asked a question about it, and he doesn't even brag on himself. Like I said, I just think he's really misunderstood. All these big time actors, YouTubers, and famous people, they all go to California for one main thing, and that's attention. They love it. They can't get enough of it. It's like a drug to them, and that's why they move out there. For Mikey though, I know you might call me crazy, but just hear me out. I almost feel like he hates it, and he's more on the humble side. It's not like he had a slow grind of fame. He basically was an overnight sensation. He's still really young, so keep that in mind, and I just feel like it all came to him way too quickly. If it would have came at a slower pace, I feel like he would like it more and want to get all that attention. But now it's to the point where he almost hates it and just wants to lay low without any cameras. I don't think you guys quite understand how much pressure is on this guy. If he doesn't go out there and drop 30 points each and every night, he gets clowned on Twitter and social media. It's not even fair. The expectations we have on this guy are very similar to LeBron. For the next 1 to 2 years at least, him being in a state that's not like California will benefit him tremendously. He can kind of sit back, relax, and take a sigh of relief. Yes, all the fame and the cameras are still going to be there, but it's not going to be as bad. And he's going to be back home with his family, so that's always a plus. I think he's at a point in his life, and we can all relate, where he just wants to focus on himself and not worry about anything. There's nothing really wrong with him. He just wants to lay low, and we can all relate to that. I'm very curious as to what you guys think about it. Was this a good decision for him mentally, or just overall a good decision, or should he have stayed in California? Let me know in the comments. From the start, I said this was a great decision, and my mind has not changed. And after making this video, I'm even more sure that this is the absolute best thing for him. I'm wishing Mikey and his family the best of luck, and I hope he continues to see a lot of success in basketball and many other things, because he's got next. Actually, let me rephrase that. He don't have next, he's got now. But hey man, with all this being said, that's about gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, what are you doing? I'm trying to hit 100K. Join the family, hit that subscribe button, and leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.